Okay guys, so I'm going to take my deluxe brush and I'm going to apply my Malibu bronzer just to my crease area. So I'm just going to get some on my brush and into the crease I go. And I'm going to build this. This has, I have discovered, makes pretty much the perfect neutral brown base color. I have done this a few times before, but to be completely honest, I kind of forgot about using the bronzer on my eyes. And then just a couple days ago, I remembered how amazing it is on your eyes. And so I grabbed it back out. And now I'm pretty sure I'm going to use this almost on a daily basis, because even if you're wearing other colors, you can still use this as your base. So if you can see exactly where I'm putting it, in my crease, yes, but I'm also coming up on my brow bone area. So I'm coming all the way over also to the inner corner of my eye. We're going to pop some highlighter there in just a second with Addiction Palette 4, but this is going to be my base. And when I say base, you will still see this color once I'm finished doing what I'm doing. While I have this color, I'm going to go ahead and put it under my eye area using my crease brush. The crease brush works great because it's more concentrated, the bristles are all closer together, and I have more control when putting that color under my eye. If you don't have a crease brush, then just any smaller brush will work good. The shader end of the liner shader brush also works great. So you can see exactly where I'm putting that. And by the way, the bronzers, we have 3 colors. We have Sunset, Hermosa, and Malibu, which is the one I'm using. They are half matte, half shimmer, so one side has matte and one side has shimmer. When I grab the color, I swipe my brush across the entire palette because I want to pick up both of those colors. Okay, now we're going to use our highlighter color, which is Tender, the lightest color in Addiction Palette 4. So I'm just going to get my trusty brush here. I'm going to start under my brow area with this highlighter and just come right under my brow. I haven't done my brows yet, so it's best to wait to do your brows until after you get your shadows on, because I always do get shadow in my brows. Sometimes I have them done for videos before I do my shadows, but today I'm going to wait since I am using that highlighter color. And in one of my other videos, I showed you guys how to pop some highlighter right here. This is also a really great color to use as a highlighter on your cheekbone area. So you can just pop some there with your brush, and then you can sort of blend it in with your ring finger very lightly. Makes a really nice highlighter. Okay. I'm coming back in with my deluxe brush. It still has a little bit of the bronzer, and I'm going to go back over the area so that it blends into the Tender that we just used for the highlighter. I'm just going to blend those colors together, but I'm not taking Tender away. You can still see that it's highlighted there nicely. Okay, now using my crease brush, I'm going to grab some Brave, which is this 3rd color in Addiction Palette 4, and I'm going to place it right in my crease. Once again, I am going to build with this a little bit, so I want to deepen my crease, and I always make a V, so I'm creating that outer V, but I am coming up just a little bit on my brow bone area as well with this Brave. And I'm going to go ahead and run it all the way over to the inner corner, but I'm going, whoops, I hit my nose. I'm going very light-handed on the inner corner. I don't want it super dark there, but I do want that color to run all the way over the top of my lid. I'm going to keep it darker on this outer area. Okay, I'm going to use my fluffiest brush that I have. I think in another video I pronounced this wrong. I think it's Morph. I think I called it Morphe. I realized I did that the other day. This is just a big fluffy brush, so I'm going to kind of blend all of that together before we end with our final color on our eyelid and before we do liner and mascara. Alright, so using I think I'm going to actually grab my liner shader brush. I'm going to use the shader end of my liner shader just because it's smaller, and I'm going back in with my Tender, which is this first color in Addiction Palette 4, and I'm going to place it right on my lid above my pupil. Now you can get your brush wet if you want this to be if you want the shimmer to pop a little bit more. I'm going to do this dry today. It looks just as pretty either way. It's whatever you choose. You can do all of your colors with a damp brush if that's what you want. I'm just doing everything dry today. I'm also going to come under my lower lash line with this same color and I'm going to get it on the very tip of my brush. I'm going to give it just a little pop there in the center under my pupil, just to sort of match what I'm doing on the top. Okay, once again you want to blend. And after you've blended, if you feel like you still need to add a little more depth to your crease area, which I think I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a little bit more of that Brave, just a little, and darken that up on this outer corner once again, and then I'll go back and blend. Again, it's buildable, so you can continue darkening as much as you want. I just like it to be a little bit darker on that outer area. Okay, and blend again. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my liner shader brush. I'm going to use the liner end, and I'm going to grab my Irate from Addiction Palette 3, which is this here. It's our black. Here's my liner. I've already got some shadow on there. And today I'm going to do a very thin liner, so I'm going to stay right at the base of my upper lash line. Just following that lash line. And I am going to tight line a little bit with this, so I'm going to come under my lashes in just a second with this brush. Okay, now I'm going to follow up with my mascara. And remember, you're always going to do gel, fibers, gel. So I'll speed this part of the video up. I also hear my little ones coming in, so I'll go ahead and speed that up for you. Okay, I've got brows done, lashes done. Now it's time for lips. I've already got some lip balm on my lips, so I'm just going to come in with my Victoria Splurge Cream Shadow, which is our perfect nude cream shadow, and it's matte. It makes the best base and primer for your lips. You can also use our eye primer on your lips. I just find that I go toward this and then I use my eye primer on my eyes, which, by the way, I did do that first. Alright, so there's our Victoria's Now, one of my favorite combinations I have just discovered recently is Pompous Liner and Affluent Lipstick, or Affluent, however you want to say it. That's Pompous. It's a nice, pretty raisin color, and Affluent is more of a, it looks actually a little more pink in the video than it is. It's more of a mauve nude cream, and it looks really good with this Pompous. I'm also going to use my lip brush to make sure everything is on nice and even and it's not too heavy on my lips. I'm going to go ahead and line first. Okay, now I'm going to fill my lips in with Pompous. Okay, I'm going to take my Affluent lipstick and my lip brush, and I'm going to apply the color to my lips. So I really like that method because it doesn't have your lipstick on your lips so heavily. It also mattifies your lipstick a little bit by using the matte splurge cream shadow, which I really like. So I feel like I've got more control applying lipstick with this brush rather than just putting it directly on my lips. I feel like I get too much on when I do it that way. So this allows me to control the amount that I put on. All right, guys, so here is the finished look. Once again, let me look down. Very simple and easy. We just simply used one Addiction palette, which was Addiction palette 4. We used the Malibu bronzer. You can use either Sunset or Hermosa. Sunset's going to be less color than Malibu or Hermosa, so keep that in mind. And then we used our Victoria's Splurge Cream Shadow, Pompous Lip Liner, and Affluent Lipstick. I'm also wearing the Malibu bronzer on my face along with Seductive Blusher. I have Taffeta Foundation, Taffeta Powder Foundation, and Taffeta Concealer. And then I use the light and medium brow pencil and of course our 3D mascara. So there is our completed look. Have fun playing around, and please make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.